questions from our studio audience. At the beginning of the call, Garrison was asking, his mom is a teacher and is new to using Zoom. If someone is not the host on Zoom, can they record the show? And if the answer is yes, is there a way to not allow them to record it? Goes on to say, as a teacher, she'll be sharing information that she only wants the students that show up to get the info. And the first thing I said to him live was, no, there's no way that they can do that. And then I found out how exactly wrong I was, that they could, in fact, save it to their own local computer if you have the setting enabled. Let me jump over here. We discovered that this is where it's located. You go into your settings screen, and then you go over here to the recording tab, and look what it says right there. Local recording. Allow hosts and participants to record the meeting to a local file. And you'll notice it says hosts can give participants the permission to record locally. So here's what I think. I don't think they can automatically record it, but you can give them the permission to record it automatically. However, if you don't want no one recording nothing locally, you can uncheck this setting. And that's what we did. And when I unchecked the setting in my account, it changed it on the schedule a meeting thing to now only be recorded in the cloud. But that's okay. I only want it recorded in the cloud anyway. So that worked out for us. So that's the answer. It's in this recording tab. And here's where you can enable or disable local recording. Now, on a side note, I bet if you just uncheck this box right here, you can still allow the local recording to your own computer, but you can't give the permission to the participant. So many settings to configure, and I don't know all the details, but that's the info as I have it. Linda goes on to say, co-hosts, yes, if you grant someone co-host permission, then they can also record the show to the cloud or to their own computer, depending on your settings. We had some mixed results with that. And Betty Brink said, I learned that the host can grant permission to record. So maybe that's the answer right there, Betty, that by default she did not have permission to record, but then her host could grant her the permission, and then she could record it to her own computer. Does that sound true, Betty? You weren't able to do that until they said now you can and then you could? So that would be the right thing, I think. So if you want them to be able to do that, it's available. If you want to turn that off so they can't do that, that's available too. Lot of settings. And Garrison says, is there a third party, maybe Chrome extension that would allow them to do this outside of Zoom? And my answer is yes, there really is, of course, because with the screen recording software that we have, by the way, the one that I like to use is called Ice Cream Recorder, like an ice cream cone. Ice cream recorder. That's a free tool you can use to record your own screen. I like that one. It's a good one. You could create little videos and instructional tutorials with it too. So if they had that piece of software, they could set that up on their own computer and they would essentially be recording their own screen and their own computer audio. I don't know if there's anything that you can do to obstruct that. If they really wanted to, if they really knew about these other tools, they probably could. But I'm going to say most users don't know about that, and they wouldn't go to the trouble to do it. So for the 80 to 90% that applies to, they could, but they won't. And then the 10% that want to do whatever they can to, hack the system, you can't do anything about those users anyway. They're off the rails. So for them, this will handle the majority of people. But yeah, there's always ways around things, isn't there? So, all right. I think that answers your question. I hope. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions. Let me know if you have any questions. What questions do you have? I'm here to answer all of your questions about tools, technology, internet, websites, email marketing, social media. Go through my web course first, my website, safari.com, and then you're going to have loads of other questions. Come on back to our Facebook group and ask us all the questions that you have. We went over a lot of material in today's show. I'm so glad that you've been with us. so glad that you're with me this morning. Thank you so much for your time and attention. My voice is getting a little hoarse over here because I've been blathering on for 2 hours now. Check out the pre-show in Facebook group, and thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate you being here. We really appreciate your time and attention. Man, some of you have been with me for the last 2 hours, and I just am thrilled that you're with me and you're part of our community. Come join our Facebook group, Ask A Web Geek, and be part of our upcoming taping, and we really hope that you're there. My name is CJ Gilbert. You've been joining us for Ask A Web Geek. This has been episode 28. So glad that you're with us today. Thank you so much for being here. My name is CJ, and my company is Gilbert Studios, and we understand that the internet is a jungle. It's so easy to get lost and fall down wrong path and get stuck in a quicksand you didn't even see coming. Join up with a tribe of people just like us. Hire a well-trained guide just like me to lead you through this jungle and get you where you want to go. Wishing you the absolute best week you can have. Hope you have a happy Wednesday. Hope you have a wonderful week. Please let me know and our community know how we can support you. And I wish you just the best week ever. Have a good one, and God bless. Oh, look, my slides just fell right off the screen. Well, that's okay. We don't need them anymore. Close it. Close all those slides. We don't need any of that. Ooh, should we see how it went? Let's do it. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. We're going to go back here to Ask a Web Geek. We're going to click on the blue button, and we're going to see what happened. We had 87 at the beginning of today's call, and now we have 89. All right. Thank you to the 2 of you who subscribed during that time. I thought 3 of you said that you subscribed, so that number should be 90. That math doesn't make any sense at all. Maybe one of you subscribed, or maybe you started clicking it like crazy and you accidentally unsubscribed. So check again. Make sure you're still subscribed to Ask a Web Geek. And I'm so glad that you've been with us this morning. Please, please subscribe on YouTube. Please, pretty please. Linda, I'm sorry your connection isn't working well. You will be able to watch this in Facebook. I leave it in Facebook. And of course, we'll have the episode come out later. But the official episode doesn't have any of this content in here. So for those of you that are new to the show and you're just joining us, hello and welcome. I've been streaming for 45 minutes now, and we haven't even gotten the show started yet. But we've done a pre-show. We've done a lot in our pre-show. Let's review. We're using the new Facebook Live producer. That was a whole interesting thing. I showed you some live spiders, which I have to be very gentle and tentative of. We had mixed results with that. You could see them a little bit, but you couldn't see them a lot. Then we jumped into the settings of Zoom and found all kinds of new stuff, which we're not going to cover in the episode today. Today, I'm going to talk about how to schedule a meeting, how to customize your profile just a little bit, and I'm going to explain what a couple of the settings are in your profile and then when you schedule a meeting. And as you can see, there's hours we could do of Zoom training after that. So we'll consider that an advanced round maybe for next week. If you have follow-up questions or you'd like me to dive deeper into any of those topics, would be happy to do so. So today, we're, again, how to do your profile, how to schedule a meeting, and a couple of the settings that are involved in there. That's going to be it for today. That's going to be enough for today's show. And then we'll have to dive deeper into some of these other settings another time. Let me know which of the settings, if any, you want to learn more about, because then we can dive deeper into that. Okay? We're going to have a little bit of freezing and popping right now. Popping and locking. CJ's going to dance. Go CJ. Go CJ. It's your birthday. It's not my birthday. My birthday's next month. Emily says my birthday might be canceled because of the virus. The internet's a jungle. Roar!